Sagittarius, welcome to your new moon in Cancer reading, and this is hitting your eighth house of, all things personal and private and deep and dark and scorpionic. Okay. All right, did I make it dramatic enough for you? Okay. It's going to be something, right? But I gotta say, before we get into that lunar energy, I gotta tell all the signs. My gosh, big news. We have the nodes coming out of Taurus and Scorpio and moving into Aries and Libra. So for you, what this is going to look like is over the next year and a half, probably being more self-directed on matters of fun, dating, romance, fifth house stuff. Some of you it might be with your children or, issues having to do with your childhood or your creative passions, okay? And having to maybe release something having to do with ideals, okay? Or wishes or colleagues, people that you're working with, okay? And so let's see, where this is going. That would be like work relationships, yeah, that maybe you're having to release over the next year and focus more on your own self and finding your own happiness and having more fun with your life, maybe through your kids, maybe through your dating life. We'll see. All right, let's find out what the cards have to say. Oh, look at that. Soulmates for Sagittarius. I'm telling you. All right, well, I mean, I'm going to say, with that card coming up and you moving into a South Node in the 11th house, which is a lot about soulmates, are you having to close out some kind of a chapter with some people that you have joined yourself with? They're faded relationships, very faded. But maybe having to get some closure on those relationships and go more after what makes you happy. And it's not that I think that you're not going to have soulmates, right? It's just maybe coming into alignment with soul connections that are faded, but are yes more giving I don't know, a passionate, happy, childlike, innocent vibe to it. We'll see. Um, and again, it could just be, creative endeavors. But on the topic of this new moon in Cancer, whoa, 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 whoa. Well, I am seeing with the Five of Pentacles at the foundation, not a fabulous card. Who had that? Somebody recently had that. I'm trying to remember now. I think it was Virgo. She might have some Virgo placements, or maybe a soulmate that's got some significant Virgo placements. Maybe go watch the Virgo reading, okay? Um, yeah, I mean, I am a little bit concerned about this because it's like somebody's getting put out, all right, and maybe not to look at this in such a negative light, but again, maybe it's something that has to be done to make way for this new beginning that is coming in for you. Maybe bringing you into a time of looking at where you can actually feel a deeper sense of belonging, have a deeper intimate bond, have a bond with somebody, a new beginning with someone where there's more empowerment. But yeah, on the surface, yeah, there might be some issue with feeling alone or in need of something or not feeling secure. Or if it's not you, it's somebody around you that there's some kind of isolation going on, Um, yeah, I'm gonna dig deeper into that. All right, let's see. The main issue here might be a Leo, or simply just I'm hearing something about regaining your strength or regaining your confidence that might come up. I'm also hearing something about Leo season, which is coming up very soon, right? The sun is going to be in Leo on the 22nd, and then we'll stay there for a month, right? So we're looking at mid-July through mid-August timeframe. There's something that seems to be super relevant about maybe you stepping into more courage, more boldness, maybe having more self-discipline or more willpower, better boundaries, okay? It looks like in the past you were worried about something. You might have actually lost some sleep and stressed over whatever this is, and maybe feel a bit of anxiety or fear of something. Maybe had some worries, but hey, look at that. That was great. That's a nice little turnaround. And again, I'm getting a time frame of summertime, which complements this very nicely of Leo season, summertime. Um, you know what? If you were worried about something and you didn't feel secure about it, I think that during Leo season this summertime, you are going to get some clarity. There's probably going to be some healing. And again, I'm hearing something about revitalizing something, getting more energy. Some of you getting your mojo back is what I'm hearing about that. Having more fun. My gosh, here we go with, that this North Node in Aries in your fifth house, where it's like time to not only heal and regain your confidence and your clarity, but also time to go out and have a good time. Okay. Um, at the foundation, it looks like there has been some kind of major death rebirth cycle. It might have involved a Scorpio. Um, But regardless, it is some kind of major transition in life, a change that has happened where um, there's been some intensity to it, and it may have involved an actual separation of some kind. And the outcome, I do see you a little bit on guard. Okay, the positive here is that you're standing strong in both of these. You're standing strong currently, and you're standing strong in the outcome. Even though, yes, there have been some worries in the past, and I think that's why you're on guard, because you're like, you know what, I've seen some good days and some bad days. Like, I got a lot of good stuff going on here, and you ain't gonna take it down. So I see you holding, again, also these two cards are telling me that boundaries are up really strong, okay? I'm gonna have to figure out what that 5 is about. I don't know if it's something, there's some tie in where you, like I said, you've seen some good days and bad days, okay? Because these are extremes here. These are extremes. This is like really, kind of dark. I'm not gonna lie. This stuff is kind of dark, but then over here you got a balance of light. So I see why you got your guard up. Let's see what the strength card. I'm getting a holding something back, and it might have to do with secrets, knowing something, holding information back because of envy, okay? Not wanting to arouse envy in others or not wanting to arouse jealousy. Some of you are quick to hold stuff back. I think what's stressing you out is you had some commitments. You made some commitments, okay? But yes, over time, particularly I'm seeing with the feminine energy and matters of the heart, things that you're affectionate towards or that you feel some attachment, some emotional attachment towards, see a lot of healing over a good amount of time. I mean, I am seeing like summertime. Yeah, by autumn. By autumn. If you're not clear about something right now, or you're doubting things, or you're worried, it's going to heal and get cleared up by autumn. Okay, it's just a matter of time. It's going to happen, particularly concerning a feminine energy. Okay. Yeah, there's that sun again, which is summertime, summertime. So, and again, it's about healing and clarity of, if you don't really understand what is getting healed and what the truth of the matter is, if you're not feeling the happy, right? Because this is happy, because you're still in this kind of dark death cycle. You're not yet in the rebirth. I mean, look, it's going to happen. You're going to figure it out. It's the foundation here, because I think ultimately the higher purpose and plan of whatever this death rebirth cycle is to bring you in a state of recapturing your happiness. Honestly, I am going to go back to this north node, going into your 5th house, where spirit is like trying to get you to get your mojo back, get your groove on, find that. Okay, if you lost it, you gotta reclaim it. You gotta reclaim it. Why on guard in the outcome? Why on guard in the outcome? Why on guard in the outcome? Okay, so I think some of you, this is a very important person or a very important decision where something, again, did not go right. Okay, it just didn't. And it maybe left you feeling at a loss or out in the cold. I'm going to go back to this. Made you to have to reflect on something and reevaluate some things, maybe values, and it was brought up by some strife, and I really feel it tied to that. But that Scorpio card, it was intense strife or intense struggle that left you or somebody feeling stuck out and out in the cold. So the good news is that now this energy is shifting. You're coming into a rebirth cycle where spirit is like, let's focus on your happiness. Let's reclaim the lost innocence, because that's very sober. Okay, the intimacy issues you're being asked to explore right now, alpha energy, has calm and stable energy, demonstrates emotional mastery, handles his power with maturity, excuses, be brutally honest, what's the real reason you don't want this, and acceptance. Understand you can't fix them, most don't want it. Can you accept them if they never change? This may be a soulmate where you're having to I'm hearing something about as is. You're gonna have to maybe accept something as is or not at all, because somebody is not maybe in their alpha energy and they need to step into it. And maybe you've been making excuses for them, or vice versa. Take it how it applies. But I do hope that this helps. Be blessed.